There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, and I'm so loud. There we go. How is that? Can you hear me now? Oh my goodness. I have changed some things around here in Streamlabs and changing things up a little bit, getting some new look going here. And yeah, let's get started. Hi. Welcome to Music and Chat with Pearl Manhattan. I'm your host, Pearl Manhattan. It is January the 20th, 2021, and if I look like I've been crying, I have. Gonna get a little political, not really political here. I'm gonna get patriotic. No matter which side you fall on. If you're a viewer of mine, I know that you believe in democracy. You believe in the process. And today is a very big day. They've just sworn in Kamala Harris, the first female and person of color vice president of the United States, and they swore in President Joseph Biden. And hi, Karki, Carol, good to see you. And like I said, wherever your political beliefs lie, if you're a fan of mine, I know you believe that the process and the democracy is what's sacred. And every time I watch an inauguration, I'm moved by the power and the process of it. And I have to say, on a music note, that I think Lady Gaga did a fantastic job with our national anthem. The focus was on the lyrics and the meaning behind the song and not her virtuoso. She kept it very clean, and her voice was very beautiful, and she didn't have to put in all these crazy runs and showboating and everything else. And I thought she did just a classy job with that. And Jennifer Lopez, I've always been a fan of hers. She's got a very beautiful voice, and the simplicity with which she sang her song, yeah, exactly. When they just sing, and it's about the words and the setting, and it's about the song, not about the singer. And Jennifer Lopez, the simplicity, almost childlike voice that she used, and then speaking in her native language, speaking in Spanish in the middle of the song, I thought that was very appropriate, because we are the great melting pot. We have many, many cultures and backgrounds, and we should be proud of each our own culture and background, and we should all appreciate others' culture and background too. So the music so far was absolutely beautiful, and yes, I was crying, because I do. I started crying during the national anthem. But anyway, it is an historic day here in the United States, and very happy about it. That's the extent of my politics on this channel. But I will honestly say that if well, I'll just leave it at that. If other people can rant about silly and stupid things, I can be joyful about something as important as the swearing in of our 46th President of the United States. Anyway, good morning. This is Top 10 Week on the Live Place. I haven't got my Live Place little icon up here in this setup yet, but I will be getting it up there. The Live Place is your TV guide for live streamers on YouTube. I think at last count, Dean, you said you had over 90 live streams. Oh, there's no crying on streaming. Well, I broke that rule a long time ago. I cry an awful lot, but most of the time it's cathartic, happy tears. The Live Place has live streamers around the clock, 7 days a week, in any topic you want to see, from travel, lifestyle, RVs, cruises, theme parks, cooking, community, you name it. There's somebody live streaming about it on theliveplace.com. What I like about it is all the streamers are family friendly. I can watch these on my living room TV. I can watch them on my computer, on my phone, and I don't have to worry about what they're going to say or what's going to pop up on my screen. And I can listen to it in front of my kid. I can listen to it with the volume up and not worry about my caregiver hearing something inappropriate coming from, my room. You're not going to get shocked. You're not going to get blindsided. And especially with me and my PTSD, I like safe spaces, and I will guarantee you that every live streamer on the Live Place is a safe space. You're not going to get blindsided. You're not going to get triggered. They're all safe spaces and good watching. And although you might get the occasional commercial, it's not like TV. You can fast forward through them. You can skip them if you like. But anyway, so theliveplace.com, and I have 2 broadcasts on there. I have this broadcast, and then I have my Sunday afternoon show. We do arts and crafts, and this Sunday it's at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific on Sunday, and we will be talking about my top 10 must-have crafting things from the Dollar Tree. If you watch me before, you know Dollar Tree is where I shop in these times, and Dollar Tree really has a lot of nice stuff, so be sure and tune in for that. Also on Friday mornings, 12 noon, well, not mornings for the East Coast, but 12 noon on the East Coast, 9 a.m. on the West Coast, we have an hour of chatting about autism. And this Friday, we're talking about our top 10 autism myths. This is a list that I've put together by talking to other guardians and caregivers of people with autism, and my own experience, and a little research on the web. We're not going to be dogging people. We're not going to be activists slamming these things in your face. A lot of them are humorous. And so, but I want to get them out there and set the record straight. If you have questions about autism, if you've heard something and you want to know if it's a myth or not, be sure and show up. I want to interact with my chat on that day. Speaking of interaction, if you're watching the replay, oh, I thank you so much. I love my replay viewers. I know in this day and age, and with all the excellent live streamers on the Live Place and on YouTube in general, there's not enough hours in the day to catch all the live streams I want to catch. I know this for a fact. Being a content creator, I don't have the time I wish I had to catch all the live streams. So my replay viewers are very important to me. Leave me a comment down below. Replay Squad, or I watched, or hey, how you doing? I'm here. I try to respond to all my comments. I love hearing from my viewers. And so with that, I think I got all the housework out of the way. I got my fresh cup of coffee here. What I'm doing today, I pulled up from Rolling Stone magazine. I trust Rolling Stone magazine to be sort of an objective and general overview of music today. And so I pulled up their top 50 best songs of 2020. And I'm going to pull out 10 or so that I really like, either the group or the song, or some that I am new to, but I'd like to introduce you to. So let me take a sip of coffee and we will start talking about it. All right. This first one that I'm going to share, and let me get over here. And I'll get over here a little bit more so you can see me. Yeah, I looked at the Billboard and they had them listed out by the week and for every week of 2020, and I was like, oh, too many words. Too many words for me this early in the morning. Oh. But the first one is Fleetwood Mac Dreams. Now, they did not release another version of this. However, a viral video went out. I think, was it on Twitter? TikTok. It was on TikTok. Excuse me. Oh, pardon me again. I'm so rude. A TikTok video depicting user Nathan Apodaca lip syncing to the song. And he was riding a skateboard, he was drinking cranberry juice, and he was lip syncing to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. And it took the internet by storm. And I think the guy got a deal with Ocean Spray. They provided him with Juice for Life. And I think it made a lot of us just stop and go, hey, let's simplify. Let's remember the simple, happy things. Because 2020 was not the best year. We'll put it that way. I don't want to dwell on what it was or wasn't, but so Fleetwood Mac with Dreams, and there's Stevie Nicks, and I adore Stevie Nicks. I always have. I like everything Fleetwood Mac has done. They're an awesome group. So we'll scroll down here some more. Yep, a lot of these people I've never heard of. Now, John Prine. I didn't learn about him till 2020 when I started watching some musicians over on Twitch, and they would do some John Prine songs. And he's kind of a folksy singer. Some of his songs are a little blue with the lyrics, we'll say. Adult situations and things like that. But he passed from COVID at 73. And he was working on an album when he did. And the first song, they went ahead and released it posthumously. And it's called I Remember Everything. And I haven't listened to it, but I wanted to note John Prine because I've heard some of his other stuff. And I believe he's an icon in American folk music. Right up there with Bob Dylan, who we'll talk about in a little bit. The Pretenders. Who remembers The Pretenders with Chrissie Hynde? She learned to sing by shutting herself in a closet and belting R&B hits by Jackie Moore and Candy Staton. And though the Pretenders have indulged in a few soulful moments, Hynde's inner Lou Rawls has never shone as brightly as it does in the bruised love number You Can't Hurt a Fool. Which, like every great soul song, comes with the well-earned wisdom. Whoops. Genuine fools don't play by the rules. Hynde knows there's two sides to a broken heart. So they put out a new song in 2020, The Pretenders, and you know, I was a teen in the 80s, and actually late teen, early 20s in the 80s, and so The Pretenders were a big part of the soundtrack of my life. And so I'm going to have to go back and listen to this later. I wish I could play these songs for you, but YouTube doesn't like that. So I'm sharing this website. This is Rolling Stone, rollingstone.com. I didn't make this website. I do not own any of these pictures. And I'm not monetized, so I'm not making any money off this. So, moving right along. Whoops, we're going to skip that. Get more down here. Okay, it's sort of a dance electronica sound. She sings about making it through one of those nights, the kind where you spill out of the bar too long after midnight, leaving your credit card and your self-esteem. So you scroll through your phone looking for the next number to drunk dial. As she confesses, I need digital because, baby, when it's physical, I end up alone. I think Halsey is very talented. I've heard some of her other work and really like it. She's up and coming. She is one of the new voices. Well, she's been around for a few years, but anyway. Honorable mention to Drake only because some of his work I'm not a big fan. All right, Dean, thanks for being here, though. I do appreciate you. Some hip hop influences me, and not that I'm a listener to Drake, but he is one of the big names in the hip hop world, and I'm told he puts out very good music. Okay, Selena Gomez. Some of my audience probably grew up with Selena Gomez in her Disney shows and things like that. She has become quite a musical artist. Her voice is top notch, her music is top notch, and hey, Tina Marie, so nice to see you. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. She put out a song in 2020, and I'm sure it's very good. Let's see. Selena unloads her emotional baggage in Cut You Off, a highlight from her comeback, Rare. On one level, she sings about a breakup haircut, but that's just a clever metaphor for finally letting go of the dead weight of a bad romance she's been dragging around for years, or 1,460 days. Her voice goes lower than ever as she lays it out, all calm and collected, over a sparse 70s rock drum thump. And that's something that I noticed a lot in a lot of the songs that I listened to out of this list, was a return to the 70s, either a funk Studio 54 sound, or a hi, Tina. Well, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you've joined us. So glad that you got something to watch here. But a return to the different 70s sounds, an R&B kind of funk, a Studio 54 disco sound, lots of different homage to the 70s. So, oh yeah, Lady Gaga. Like I said, I just listened to her sing the national anthem. I thought she did an absolutely amazing job with our national anthem. Major respect to her. I really fell in love with her when she did the Cocktail Jazz and the big band albums with Tony Bennett. And that's where I saw her versatility. I'm not a fan of her version of A Star Is Born. I'm not a fan of her song with Bradley Cooper. However, I realize, it is a very good song. It sounds good to me. It's kind of repetitive, and I'm not one for repetition. I'm a lyrics person, not necessarily a music person. So, yeah, with Elton John too. Hi, Lisa Sahoma, my daughter. Everybody say hi to my daughter. My daughter is here. Hello. So good to see you, Lisa. But so anything that Lady Gaga puts out is gonna be good. She caught some flack early on because of her wild costumes and her stage show. But and I'll talk about another artist who has caught some flack because of their stage presence and things like that. But if you think back, Madonna did what she did because that's what sells. People want that carnival, wild, almost taboo atmosphere in a live show, in a concert. So, Lady Gaga, very talented woman. Okay, here we are with Selena Gomez again. And I want to kind of make a tribute, and I'll make another one a little lower, with K-pop. That is becoming more mainstream. We're getting back to the boy bands and the girl bands. Oh, Alejandro, yes. Oh yeah, Pink is another one. It's about the stage show. Exactly. Now I haven't listened to this song, however, I know that Blackpink and BTS and a few other groups, they're crossing over from that K-pop into the pop mainstream. And it's they're usually light and fun, and you know, the boy band, the girl band stuff, fun stuff. All right, here we go. This person, Miley Cyrus. Nothing but respect for Miley Cyrus. People were critical of her. She kind of went wild, but that was her stage show. That was her stage presence. During the quarantine, she did a weekly sort of podcast, or what do you call it, vodcast? I don't know what to call it. She would go live and did a live show where she interviewed other people. She had Jimmy Fallon on there quite a bit. She had other music artists, other television artists, and her big thing is, you know, self-esteem, taking care of yourself, healing yourself. And so, you know, don't be too hard on her about her stage shows and her videos, because deep down inside, she's really a very talented artist with a very sharp business mind, and very healthy ego. She's 28 years old. She has reinvented herself over and over again. Midnight Sky, I listened to this and I loved it. I loved it so much. It's just got that feel. It's in one review I read, here it is, paying loving homage to Stevie Nicks. She's got a very Stevie Nicks sound in it, and it is very similar to Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks. But it's really worth listening to. Yeah, she's grown up a bit. Exactly. We all did things in our teens that, well, I'm just thankful there weren't cell phones and social media back then, because, oh Lord, I would have been all over it. But those moments are lost forever because there weren't any Polaroids of it. Yes, Molly's stuff with Dolly Parton is absolutely amazing. Miley's stuff is all of her stuff. You know, and she even talks about the song she was on stage with, what's his name? He wore a striped suit, and she had the number one figure, and there's a song about pushing boundaries or something. But anyway, Miley Cyrus. Now let me catch up with the chat real quick. Part of the reason I like BTS is that most of their songs aren't happy and fun. They talk about a lot of the hardships with this past year in an unplanned album end of last year. I'm so old, the only pop I know is Pop-Tarts. Britney? Yeah. Britney, that's a tough subject because I feel for her. I understand her. Sometimes a little too much. By the way, yeah, my hair is cut close. It's not a Britney, it's a COVID. It's just easier this way for me. And I like it. I'm comfortable with it. And I'm authentic. I won't get a wig because I like my hair like this. All right, this one. I listened to this one this morning. This is by a group formerly known as the Dixie Chicks. They changed their name in respect for all of the civil rights issues going on in our country. So now they're just the Chicks. And this song is called Gaslighter. And they wrote one a bunch of years ago called Goodbye Earl, where the subject of the song is poisoning a deadbeat abusive husband. This one, it's Natalie Maines turned the wreckage of her divorce into the launch pad for a glorious evisceration of gaslighting fools everywhere. And it's very simple. There's not a lot of lyrics, but I love the way that she's very straightforward, cuts to the chase. It doesn't get mired into details. It's very fun and lighthearted, but it basically says, you know, this is what you are. It calls a spade a spade. Very well done. Easy to listen to. Harry Styles. Not a big fan of Harry Styles, but if you are in the music, you've heard him. He's a name to listen to. He's from England. He's released a whole lot of stuff. And this one, Adore You, is easy to listen to. The video's easy to watch. It's just fun. Rachel, your dad has the virus a second time. That is terrible. I am so sorry. Prayers for Rachel's dad. If everyone could take a moment and send a little energy there. The virus is hard, and I know you're going through a lot. We'll keep him in our prayers, Rachel. For sure. But Harry Styles, and like I said, this song is fun. The video's fun. It's just fun to listen to. All right. Fiona Apple. Not really knowledgeable a lot on Fiona Apple. I've heard the name. This one is, I found it hard to stay listening to it. She kind of sings low and kind of mumbles through it. Apparently it is imaginary love letter to an ex's revolving door of new girlfriends. I would say it's worth a listen to say, yeah, I listened to it, you know. Now, BTS, Liesl is squeeing like a little fangirl right now, I know. BTS is a group that she kind of introduced me to. I think they're cute. They're a cute boy band. This is a throwback to the 80s disco, and that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the 80s disco mixed with the boy bands of the early 90s. You know, you expect them to stop and go bye bye bye, you know. They're cute. They're kind of tongue-in-cheek. I know from Liesl sharing with me that their lyrics are much more than what they seem. And I think what I like the most about BTS and the other K-pop stuff that I've heard is you can listen on a level up here and just let it play and yeah, it's fun time, or you can dig deep into it and go through feels and experience emotions and things like that. It's got that many dimensions, many layers. Like Shrek, it's an onion. And so you can just look at the outside and go, yeah, cool song. Or you could really delve into it and find some gems. This one, I enjoyed it. It's a nice new wave dance kind of song. It's basically the chorus is, if you don't want to see me dancing with somebody else, if you don't want to see me having fun, don't show up, don't come out. Because I'm going on with my life and I'm having fun, and she's in a dance party and there's effects with black light and neon colors and stuff. Kind of Studio 54-ish feel again. Who doesn't love Tay-Tay? Tay-Tay, Taylor Swift. Dizzer Dream, hello, welcome in, Jeff or Ange. Jeff, I hope you have your pants on. You know that started from my stream, I think. I said we wear pants in the stream. My son gave us a visit and he just had his underclothes on, and we wear pants in this stream. So good to see y'all. Glad you're here. So sorry your video got taken down, but you know what? We keep streaming. We keep going. Pick it up and keep going. Anyway, who doesn't love Taylor Swift? She is class. She is grace. She is real. And she puts it all out there. Her last couple of albums have been very heavy on the storytelling and turning her own diary into songs that are meaningful. And another couple songs, there was Betty and Cardigan that came out on the Heart of Folklore. And Rolling Stone here calls it part of the Teenage Love Triangle trilogy. Each told from different perspectives. And I really like Taylor. I like everything she's done. I probably will love everything she will do, simply because I think she's class. She's a class act and worth listening to. All right, moving on. The Weeknd. Not a big fan. I'm going to be honest. Not a big fan, but not really into anything about The Weeknd. But I will say, if you watch the video, viewer discretion, it starts off with what could be a disturbing scene. He's kind of beat up, and they focus on that. You know, he's got some blood on his face and stuff. And they focus on that scene quite a bit in the beginning of the video. So I would suggest you don't look at the video for some of it, because he is dancing around like that. But it's about, you know, doing the things to make sure you still feel. It's very 80s new wave feel. Compared to Duran Duran, sort of. BDF, hello, welcome in. So glad you could join us today. So nice to see you. But it's worth a listen to say you've listened to it, be exposed, but I'm not a big fan of The Weeknd. I had never heard of Christine and the Queens until I saw this list, and I went and listened this particular video on Rolling Stone's top best songs of 2020, the top 50. It's 9 minutes and something long, but it's just basically the same thing. What I love about this, it's a very simple arrangement. There's some synthesizer and everything. It never breaks out into this real heavy. It's all very light, and it's in two different languages. She sings it in English, and then she sings some in French. And I love the French language, and I love hearing it sung. I love songs in different languages, and it's a nice earworm. It's a nice song to put on and just let it play. It's not going to it's calm and gentle, but talks about, missing other people, missing out, falling apart, disappearing, and it's well worth listening to. All right, here we go. Bob Dylan. Who doesn't know who Bob Dylan is? I would say that Bob Dylan is probably one of my biggest influences in my songwriting. He is the great storyteller of my generation and the generation before mine. I did a lot of study of his lyrics when I was in college in my theater class, and this is a nice retrospective. Key West, Philosopher Pirate. I didn't even know he had put out a song last year. That's how shut in I've been. This one is standard Bob Dylan, worth a listen. From the first couple of words, that comfortable Bob Dylan voice and his speaking song style, and just telling very real stories and feeling all the feels, And I think that's something we all tried not to do in 2020, but ended up doing, was feeling those feelings, having to sit in feelings that we had been able to run away from or replace with other places and other people. Being stuck by ourselves, we had to sit in our own feelings, sit with our own feelings. And Bob Dylan does such a beautiful job of expressing that in song. All right, this one, not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. This is a raunchy, dirty song. Look at the picture. And yeah, if you like, and there's water flowing everywhere. Look at the picture, you know what that song's about. Not a fan, but there are those who are fans of that, and if you are, feel free, but nope. Nope. So, that's my top 10 list and a little bit more of the best songs of 2020. I hope you've enjoyed it. What did you hear any new songs, chat? Did you hear any new songs last year? Did you hear any old song? What was your go-to song? What did you have on your playlist last year? What got you through? What carried you to today? And again, for those of you coming in, I just want to say, if you did not hear Lady Gaga sing the national anthem on the inauguration that's on TV this morning, please go find a clip of it. I will say, to me, it was the classiest and best version of the national anthem I think I've ever heard. Let's see. Let's go back over here and get that off the screen. And also with J-Lo's little medley she did. Beautiful singing. Absolutely beautiful singing. Well with hearing. Did you hear her BDF? Yeah. It was beautiful in my opinion. I loved the simplicity of both of them. And like Carol said earlier, Karki said earlier, I love it when the singers just sing. Let's not Showboat remake of Zombie by Bad Wolves, but that's all right. Zombie by the Cranberries. It's in your head. It's in your head. I love that song. 70s and 80s music is all I listen to. Well, what do you listen to the most, Jeff? No. Trust me, I'm you know, it's bad when you're walking through the grocery store and you hear what was your big anthem when you were in high school or whatever, and you know, with violins and an oboe. You know, on the Muzak in the grocery store. You kind of go, what? Yes, Karki. That is an issue you and I share. Yes. That and let's see. Lately, we've been stuck on the Happy Happy Joy Joy. That one is one that has played all over, and Fanboy Chum Chum is another one. The Greatest Showman. That is an amazing movie. It's got an amazing soundtrack. Those songs do move me quite a bit. Of course, I like old, you know, I'm still hooked on Cats, the stage version, not the movie version. I never saw the movie version, but I did see a video of comparing the movie version to the stage version, and I realized now why. Yeah, this is me. A song I discovered, and Liesl, you can help me out with this if I get it wrong. Sarah Bareilles co-wrote a musical called The Waitress, and She Used to Be Mine is a song from that, where the singer is talking about, I remember a girl, and she's talking about herself, but I remember a girl, she's impatient but kind, and she was reckless and blind. She was crazy, and she used to be mine. I used to be that wild and crazy girl. What has happened to me now? I don't recognize myself or who I am. It's called She Used to Be Mine. Go look that one up. That one is, but yeah, This Is Me. That one's moving. I haven't watched Soul yet. I'm told that Soul is very fantastic. I think Anna's song from Frozen 2 is a wonderful song for dealing with grief and loss and depression. I know I watched one of the making of series that Disney Plus had, where what's her name, the girl that sings for Anna, and she talks about the song meant so much to her because she battles with depression, and that she honestly, it took her a long time to be able to get through the song without crying the whole song, because it called up so many feelings for her. And that's what I think. I think 2020 made us feel our feelings. We had to deal with emotions that maybe we'd been able to replace with something else, you know, but with the quarantines and self-isolating and everything else, we were stuck with ourselves. And I know personally, I've been through a lot of feeling my own emotions and putting things away and feeling where I am. 2020 was the year of my own personal inpatient treatment. Inpatient, not impatient. Inpatient treatment. Anyway, gonna start wrapping up here. Again, another thanks to theliveplace.com. By the way, if you go to the Live Place and you search top 10, I believe it is, You will get listings of all the almost 40, close to 40 channels who are doing the top 10-a-thon, collab-a-thon this week. Everybody's doing top 10 lists from best Star Wars lines to my Dollar Tree crafting supplies on Sunday. Tune in for Autism Chat on Friday morning. It's a show for everybody, but mainly for people who want to know more about autism and how they can help family members or friends whose lives have been touched by autism. How can you help them besides just giving your time? What kind of things are helpful and what kind of things aren't helpful? This Friday we're talking about the top 10 myths of autism, and we're gonna have fun with it. It's not gonna be railing and fussing and preaching. We're gonna have fun with it, but the top 10 myths of autism. Again, if you're watching the replay, leave me a comment down below. Love hearing from my viewers. I try to answer all my comments. I am working on getting us a Facebook group for all 3 of my shows combined into one. And Karki, I totally get that and understand. I do watch a lot of streams, but there's some days where honestly I have to be in the bed, and sitting in this chair is not going to happen. Let's put it that way. And I have to be in another room or something. So I am watching a lot more than I'm letting on. So, you know, but yeah, I understand. If you're not up to chatting, you're not up to chatting. Sometimes we have too much noise going on, especially you and me, Karki, and Lisa, I know you understand. We got too much ambient noise going on and we just can't zero in on one thing very long. But anyway, on this wonderful day in our country, like I said, I don't get political, but whichever side you're on, you have to appreciate that democracy works and it happens, and that it is a momentous day in our United States. Also, leave me a comment down below. What songs got you through 2020? Peace and blessings upon you, upon all you love, and upon all who love you. Find your passion, grab a hold of it, and do not let it go. And don't let anybody tell you you can't. You can do anything you want to do. Honestly, look at me. I will see you guys Friday morning. Well, Friday noon on the East Coast, 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Check out theliveplace.com and make yourself smile. Take care of yourself. Self-care is the most important thing right now. Have a great week. Bye-bye.